So, how does it feel when you play Roll Up to Win with Tim Hortons? Buy a hot or cold beverage using the Tim's app and find out. Roll in the app for a chance to win prizes ranging from free coffee and donuts to a Universal Orlando resort vacation or a sweet car. Oh, don't forget the TV. And this year, every roll is a shot at a $1,000 daily giveaway drawing for two $500 prizes. Roll up to win and get treated by Tim's. No purchase necessary. Account registration required. 50 U.S. and D.C. 18 plus entered by 4/2/23. See rules at rolluptowin.com for free entry and full details. Void in Florida and where prohibited.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello to you all. Welcome into the Eric Zane Show Podcast. A daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures. Monday through Friday from the Baldwin Ace Hardware Fear Bunker Studio. I took my emergency anti-anxiety medicine last night. In case, because I started to feel a little buzzing that I was going to have some weirdo anxiety attack in the middle of the night. I was concerned about that. And it's so dumb. It's always based on money. It always has something to do with money. And never once have any of my concerns, my fears, never once have they come true. Yet there I was again. I had just been informed that I owe money to the government. I did not pay enough tax on this business effort of mine. Good morning, Megan. She says, "Hey, Zane, what's up?" I don't think that's Megan at Irvine's. In fact, I'm reasonably sure. In fact, I'm 100% sure. Last year at this time, same thing happened. I owed some money. Not a ton. No big deal. This is not a big deal. Last year was worse because I walked out of there and it said I owed, I don't know, like $2,500 for the federal government and $2,500 for the state government. I'm watching you, Daisy. And then I went ahead and misread it and walked out of there thinking, oh, my God, this is awesome. I got money coming back. Now, that's dumb because when that happens, typically by the time 2-3 days passes, that money that you get back is in your account. It's all filed electronically. But I went through this false sense of security that, oh, yeah, I did awesome. I'm getting money back. This is great. I'm so happy. But no. And then one day before the tax deadline, April, whatever it is, I took a look at it. I said, well, let's see what's up. See, how do I get my money back? I can't believe I forgot how the whole process works. And it says, no, I owe that. So I was like, oh, my God. Talk about an anxiety attack. This year, nothing like that. And the amount is the same. It's spread out a little differently. It's like $4,200 for the feds and like $800 or $900 for the state. So the same amount. And I've got till April 18 to make it so, that's plenty of time to kind of like move the shells around and, okay, I was going to take that money from that and spend it on whatever, this or that or the other. You know how it is. You got time. Not the end of the world. Really. Honestly. And, but still, it freaks me out. Then my brain starts to go down the road saying, this is it. You are not going to make it. This is a straw. And I don't even know what the fuck that means. Not going to make it. What is? Am I suddenly going to forget how to do what I've done for the past 4 years, 2 months, and fucking 5 days? No. You fucking moron. Why do you always do that to yourself? This is me talking to me. And I even gave myself this little pep talk, getting ready to go to bed. And I'm like, okay, when you talk to Ray, when these things crop up, you got to look at it and acknowledge it. Say, oh, I see you. Yep, there you are. Be a good little anxious creature there to my side, inanimate object, whatever it is. I see you. I know you're there. I expected this. In a little while, you will be gone. I did do that. That is one of my, you see, when you talk to a mental health professional, they give you these little trickadoos and things to get you through these weird spots. So then I go, okay, I see you. And I haven't yet freaked out. I'm a little concerned, but no big deal. And this is going to leave me, okay? And then business as usual. Time marches on. You're going to be fine. Relax. Don't panic. You owe the government $5,000. Good. Opportunity to work more efficiently. I better take this medicine. And what this medicine does is it's like the same type of shit like Benadryl. It's an antihistamine, which they use to not only relieve allergy symptoms, but relieve anxiety. Makes you dopey, drowsy, and you fall asleep. It's an emergency pill, they call it. Took my regular meds. Took this one, too. Went to bed. Woke up today. Felt groggy. More so, typically, I hate, fuck, gotta get up. Oh, shit, the alarm woke me up. Oh, no. But then you get out of it and you go, all right, let's go on. Fucking drink some coffee. You're fine. Not today. No. So I'm walking down the steps. And I'm like, now this is what's going to set me up. Now I'm going to be in a bad mood because the dogs are going to have shit and peed everywhere. Did they? No. I let them out late, real late, like 10 o'clock late. Thank God it worked. So I'm like, little victories, little victories. So I ended up coming out of the tailspin this morning, but I don't know if I want to take that medicine anymore. That made me feel like shit the next day. I'm not convinced it helped. I don't know. Maybe it did. Maybe I'm reading into it too much. Welcome. So glad you are here. Yesterday, it was basketball day. First of all, before I get into this, dear Meathead questions. I've got 3 or 4. Always could use more. Always. It's always good to have some that I can have ready to go for next week. Eric at ericzaneshow.com on the Shoreliners striping inbox. If you have a question for Dad on Dear Meathead, as we inch our way to his 89th birthday. I love this picture of him that I posted on Facebook. Look at that picture. Shit-faced drunk with a heater hanging out of his mouth and a Hamm's beer in his hand. It is a classic photo. What is it about images like this that make them look like it's such an old person there? Because he looks like he's about 52. But I'll bet you he was barely 30 there. Matt Hubbard writes from Oath Keepers, Bark and Stone, trying to settle a debate. Meathead is a hot dog, a sandwich. That will be fun. I'm anxious to hear how he responds to that. All right, so if you have a question for Dad and dear Meathead, Eric at ericzaneshow.com on the Shoreliners Striping inbox. Thank you to Shoreliners Striping for signing up for another year of marketing. If you need the parking lot stripe, you call upon them. ShorelinersStriping.com. Yesterday, it was basketball day. Grand Rapids Gold. Now, the way the NBA does it, they take their referees, I think there's 80 to 100 in the whole league, and they give them ref assignments. And based on travel and where they are, they also have these refs. Some of them ref the G League basketball games. So these aren't like a lot of them. Some of the officiating crew, the younger guys, are up and coming refs because there's three. There's what's known as an umpire because it's behind the play. There's a referee and the crew chief. They're all refs, but they have different names. Sometimes the ref and the umpire are young people, and then the crew chief is the one that usually has all the experience. So every game we have NBA refs. Yesterday was no exception. Jenna Schroeder. She's from Flint, Michigan, 38 years old. Pretty as a picture. I had to say that because she's just stunning. It's really, I've got a thing now for chicks with ponytails. I don't know what it is about the pony, but the pony is absolutely hot. And it's weird because she's young. And so I'm like, But the pony is super cute. I love the pony. This isn't the greatest picture of Jenna, but here she is with some NBA player who probably wants to take her home. DeJounte Murray, the San Antonio Spurs. In this article, the first time Jenna Schroeder was booed by 40,000 NBA fans, as she exited the court, she knew she'd finally made it. It's not uncommon, to be honest with you, Jenna said with a laugh. Long before she was hired in the NBA, the Flint, Michigan native didn't know that refereeing could be a full-time job. She was working a high school AAU tournament one weekend when a bystander approached her with a simple question: why don't you do this for a living? Now she probably makes about $200,000 a year being a ref. Jenna walks up. Hi, Jenna. How are you? Fine. I double-check, make sure her name is pronounced Schroeder, not Schrader. She says, it's Schroeder, and thank you for asking. I said, my pleasure. No problem. Have a great game. It becomes clear in yesterday's game that one of the players for the Gold is going to be a problem because it doesn't take long before Grant Golden of the Gold gets a technical for mouthing off. Now, I can't say for sure if these players get a little bit more loose-lipped when it's a female official. For this story, I would assume maybe, and I wouldn't surprise me at all if she gets shit because she's a woman. By the way, today is National Women's Day. Bet you didn't know that. So this is perfect to talk about. I don't know what the history of National Women's Day is. And I know there's going to be some fucking idiot who says, well, why can't it be National Man's Day? But today is National Women's Day. So Jen is in charge of these officials. By the way, I heard some fan, because we hardly had people there today, or yesterday. Some fan was pissed off at the youngest ref, the umpire. He goes, ref, your haircut sucks. Like when there's so few people that you can hear individual insults. So here we go. Today being National Women's Day. This is the story of Jenna Schroeder last night. I can only assume that if you were to interview her, do you think some of the players try to take liberty with you or establish themselves on the court by trying to intimidate you? I'm guessing she would say yes. Problem is, that is not possible. And I know this. I don't think Grant knew it. About 3 minutes into the game, she tees him up. Later on in the game, she tees up our coach, Andre Miller. You're allowed 2 technical fouls. If you get 2, you're out. Late in the game, she teed up Grant again. She screamed it out. That's a technical foul on 33. 33 has to leave the game. Now, it's my job to say it. She's usually looking at me because I have to announce it. I do exactly that. And she's getting more and more agitated as the game goes on. I announced that Grant has to leave the game. Prior to that, she was more pissed off because she called a foul on somebody, and it did not go in the way it went against the goal. And somebody from the bench started shouting at her. She blows the whistle, and she goes, "What? You want to challenge it?" Because you're allowed one challenge where you can look at it through instant replay. You want to challenge it? You want to challenge it? No? Then be quiet. But she kept asking, "You want to challenge it?" And I think someone said yes. So she goes, "All right, you can challenge it." Now, she then goes and looks at the replay, and her call is confirmed. And the call on the court is confirmed. Grand Rapids loses their challenge. Grand Rapids loses their timeout. Please announce that. Yes, ma'am. I announced it. I think she kind of willed the team into taking that challenge, which I don't know if they wanted to do it, but everybody's getting annoyed with her, but she's just kicking everybody's ass. And, people are now "Oh, fuck, don't get out of line. She will beat the shit out of you." Okay. Someone had to step up, though, and talk back. Who? It was a gentleman in the video room by the name of Eric Nacki. Now, I've known Eric Nacki for years. He's the guy he has many jobs, but he's in charge of all the camera people. He's in charge of the video on the video board. He's very, very busy. And during the NBA G League games, he also has to run the video feed if they call a review. And then they put this TV screen in front of the ref, and she puts on a headset, and she's talking to him directly. "Okay, I want you to back it up to 8 minutes of the second quarter. I need to check to see if this was actually a foul. Video review." Just like the NFL. "Okay, I'll back it up. All right, great." Okay. What she also does is if there's a three-pointer, if a player puts a shot up, she has to look to make sure that their feet are behind the three-point line. She wasn't sure of one. And so at halftime, she comes up and she puts on the radio and the microphone, and she says, "Hello, Video Village. I need to see 10 minutes and 22 seconds of this portion of the quarter to see if there was a three-pointer." And Eric is struggling to get the video. And she goes, "That's okay. I'm going to come back to this to confirm that this was a three-pointer. I'll be back during the next quarter break." "Okay, no problem." All this shit happens that I was telling you about, so she's getting more and more pissed off. She puts a headset back on later on. She goes, "Okay, Video Village, and I'm ready to see that. Do you have that video?" Eric says, "No." She says, "Why?" And he says, well, I'm having a hard time finding it. And that's when she goes, 10:22 of the quarter. Her voice is inflamed. She's agitated. Go there and let's see it. And he goes, I can't. And she goes, what? And he says, yeah, I can't find it. It's lost in the machine. Now, I know full well that is not true. It isn't lost. He hasn't looked for it. And now she wants it, and he's not ready. That's what's happened. And she says, I'm going to come back, and you're going to have that video. I'm going to say it again. 10:22 of this quarter. You must have this. There's silence. And my guy next to me, Phil, who's the game ops manager, he takes his headphones off because it's so goddamn awkward. It was fucking great. You could hear, there's about 30 people on the radio that can hear this, and Eric does not respond. She just brutalized him, and he didn't say shit because I'm not kidding you. She would have taken off the fucking headphones. She would have walked under the bleachers, under the stands, into the video village and said, get the fuck out of here. Oh. It was just ridiculous. So time passes. And Eric says, hey, I found it. And then she's running down the court during gameplay, and the whistle blows, and she's walking along. And then one of our tech people said, Jenna, we have that video for you to look at. And then she puts on the headphones. Short time later, reviews it, sees that it was a three-pointer, and it's good. Chris says something that I said, because I did not say this on the radio. I didn't want anybody to hear it, but I leaned over to Phil, and I said, can you imagine if he said, calm down, Toots. Take a chill pill, sweetheart. Oh. Fuck me. Because Chris wrote, lighten up, sweetie. No. That frightens me even thinking about it. Yeah, these refs, they and it's not just the chicks. There's another dude named Andy Nacki. Same way. This is not, you don't fucking play around with them. You don't give them any shit whatsoever. Now, that's not the case in hockey. By the way, Kenny says, Eric was so turned on during all of this, I bet. Yeah, I was. And I think it was definitely elevated off of the sack. I wanted her to yell at me. I wanted to do something to get yelled at so I could go, okay, yes, ma'am. I think I may have found another new fetish. Chicks kicking guys' ass. What do they call that? Dominatrix? That might be me. Oh, my God, was that awesome. I'm reaching out to one of the witnesses. This is Phil, the boss. He's the guy who sits right to my right. I don't know if he'll be up right now. Worked late last night. Long day. Now, I'm also going to call the guy that she yelled at.
Your call has been...
That's probably not going to work either because these people, I don't know. Everybody gets up late. This is the guy that she yelled at. He's never been on the podcast before. name is Eric Nacki. Come on.
Homer.
Nacki, I'm podcasting right now.
Oh, no.
Is that okay?
I don't have any clothes on.
Take me through what was going through your brain when Jenna was yelling at you last night.
Oh, no, that's no big deal. There's about, it's just a 12, it's 4-level chest back there sometimes. So it's.
Oh, I know you had a lot going on. I was picking on you earlier about it, but she was like talking like to you like you were a little kid.
Yeah, that's no big deal. No, she's just so you're trying to tell somebody what you want to see.
Yeah.
And then I have to relay that to the slow motion replay operator.
Right.
And then they have to scrub through a bunch of graphics.
Yeah. Did you?
And
now she had said 10 minutes, 22 seconds. Can you see a clock?
no,
Okay, so that's why it was so difficult.
correct.
All right, that was the rumor going around.
What's that?
That was the rumor that you couldn't, that there wasn't a clock on the
Yeah.
like in the corner.
Right, yeah. So we had no point of reference, and so you just, it's just one of those things.
I knew you were screwed when you said it's just lost in the machine.
I was trying to describe it.
Yeah, she did. She was not having it.
It's going to take us 10 minutes to find exactly what you want. So that's what we do. No big deal. We have to come up with a better system. That's all that there is. And we already have a plan for that. So we're like, we didn't understand that was going to happen. So let's fix that.
From our standpoint, because I was watching her and Phil and I could hear her. Phil was so uncomfortable. He took his headphones off. So you know what? You're the right guy for that job because you didn't bat an eye. You didn't talk back. I think I was turned on by it because she was so in charge that I think I wanted her. I wanted to take her home.
Yeah. Those officials they run the show. That's it. I've been told by the NBA that it's their deal.
Right.
And they're the boss. And so we just weren't set up properly for it. And I never envisioned that scenario happening. Otherwise, I'd have probably built the system different back there.
The fact that she was going, I'm going to say it again, 10 minutes, 22 seconds of the quarter. Do you understand?
Yep. But I don't have those digits back here.
Oh, man. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Next time when the game starts, you should maybe give a disclaimer.
And then that wasn't the thing. We're fully under the bus. I mean, we're so far under the bus at that point, and then you start your little sniping on comm. And I'm looking for somebody to come out there and punch you in the eye. I'm like, Aiden?
Aiden is your son who assists you in the video room.
Yeah, last night he was, yeah.
Oh, my God. All right. Well, great job. Good recovery. And
he's got a long reach, too.
Yes.
He's got a long reach, so if he comes out there, you got to keep your distance. He's got long, spindly arms, and he can pop you from
You're a good man.
feet.
I thank you. I appreciate you joining me.
All right.
All right. I'll see you, man.
I'll put some clothes on now.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Enjoy your day.
Take care. See you later, buddy.
What he's referring to is, so this game was also on NBA TV. They like to put these things on. So that's another thing that Eric there has to do. He has to coordinate all this shit, and it's a pain in the ass. And so when there's a timeout on the floor, NBA TV runs commercials. And you have a minute and 15 seconds before those commercials are done. You can't start gameplay until it's at 1 second over 1 minute, 15 seconds. So no one has any idea on the court to when to start play again. You know how you're waiting for the TV timeout to end. That's what's happening here. So Nacki has to go and he has to let us know when the minute 15 is up. Now, what he's referring to with me sniping with the comments, Nacki the person on the court, her name is Shanae, she says, can you let me know when the commercials are done, when the 1 minute and 15 seconds is done so that I can tell the ref to start play? And he goes, oh, I don't know if I can do that. I don't have a timer. And so the first timeout comes and goes. It's murdered. Gameplay starts before the minute 15 is up, and it's a disaster. Shanae again says, can you let me know when the 1 minute and 15 seconds is up so that I can tell the ref? As Chris says, what is it with clocks? Yes, of course. And Nacki says, well, I'm going to try. And I go, Nacki, what do you mean you're going to try? Isn't that a thing Yoda says? No try, just do, or will, or whatever. And he goes, yeah, I'm doing a bunch of things at once. And I go, oh, yeah. It's a good, only if there was a device that exists in the world that has something on it known as stopwatch. If only that existed, then we would be able to do this. But it's too bad that hasn't been invented yet. He goes, well, I got a bunch of things going on. I go, dude, hit green button at start. When it says 1 minute, 15 seconds, you say, we are back. That's it. Oh, my God. What a shit show. So that's what he means about me sniping at him, which I've known him for 20 years, so it's all good. But what a thing. When she was, I wish I had the audio of her just letting him have it. It was fantastic. And I can't believe he took it so well. He's a pretty good-natured dude, though. So it hit the right set of ears. After the game, I'm walking off the court, and I see one of our trainers, and I go, boy, what's up with Jenna? He goes, oh, my God, she's killing everybody. I go, well, you don't know the half of it. You should have heard what she did to the video replay guy. What? I go, oh, yeah. She beat the shit out of him on the comm. The comm is the communication thing between all of us. Beat the shit out of him on the comm. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he's in a corner, in a fetal position. Oh, it was so arousing. Speaking of arousing, Daisy is licking Bruce. That's going to be a problem. Hey! No. Don't lick dogs. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying the show on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, it's time for me to cut you loose. All you need to know is that you need to go to twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live or download the Twitch app and search Eric Zane Live, all one word. That's a lot. What I just told you, no one's going to remember that. If you mess this up somehow, send me an email, eric@ericzaneshow.com. I will tell you how to subscribe to the show on Twitch. But it is pretty simple. You just got to listen. Once you get to Twitch, you find me on Twitch. Hit the follow button. That way you'll know when I go live. You just hit it, run it through the Bluetooth in your vehicle. You can listen on the way to work, whatever. Starts at 8 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. Goes till about 10. Yesterday was a little earlier. So there you go. Subscribe on Twitch as well, and you can get the show. Link up your Amazon Prime account, and then you are good to go. Once you're linked, you're linked. I think Corey described it yesterday. I forget how he described it because Corey knows a lot more about this shit than I do. Once you're linked to the Amazon Prime thing, each month you have to assign it. What are the words you said again that I have to do? I don't know because I don't do it. You have to tell it to, I don't know. You have to reset every month, but your account stays linked. Thank you, Corey. You just resubscribe. That's what you do. You all have it down. I don't. Anyway, that's how you get the show in its entirety. Trying to get completely away from Facebook Twitter, and YouTube. More on Twitch. Twitch is where it's at. Twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. And then, of course, download the audio podcast wherever you download shows. If you have the option to rate and review it on whatever podcasting platform you enjoy the show on, please do so. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Follow on Facebook, facebook.com/Eric Zane fan page. Follow on Twitter @Eric Zane Show and Eric Zane Show on YouTube. These are all, I know, annoying things that I'm asking you to do, but they all help grow this show. Thank you so much. I've just kicked the Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch people out. I'm sorry, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube people out. Twitch and Facebook brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV, and Bluetooth. Damn it. And Blue Frost IT brings you Twitter. It's not Bluetooth IT, idiot. My God. Get your shit together, Eric. Come on. Okay. I'm taking a break. I'll be right back. Got to go potty. Eric Zane for HelloFresh. You're going to save 60% on Eric Zane for HelloFresh. You're going to save 60% plus free shipping. Pay attention. Here are the options for you. Take the family out to eat, and then you're bankrupt by the end of the month. That's out. Okay, I'm going to plan a bunch of meals. I'm going to do research, hours on end, go to the store, buy all this stuff. Somebody's going to crash into my car. I'm going to get home. Nobody's going to like it because I didn't do the recipe right. The instructions weren't clear. It goes to waste in the fridge. Blow even more money. And then everybody thinks you're a terrible preparer of meals. Or you can call upon America's #1 meal kit, HelloFresh. I would just like you to try this. You know, I mean, we go way back, you and I. So just try this just once. Go to HelloFresh.com/Zane60, and then you'll use the code Zane60 for 60% off plus free shipping. So the box comes to your door after you make the various checks of what you like and how much food you actually want to get, and then let it play out. It comes to your door. The instructions are perfect. They're on individual cards. All of the portions are measured so that nothing goes to waste. You plate the food, you pass it along to the family at the table, and they're like, this is fantastic. I am not kidding you. It is a life game changer. HelloFresh. Again, you go to HelloFresh.com/Zane60 and use the code Zane60, and that's 60% off plus free shipping. Now, this offer does not last forever, so now is the perfect time. As I'm talking to you, log on, do it, sign up, and then get ready to have some fun and be admired by your family and friends. And make sure you tell me how it goes. Reach out to me on email or whatever. Scream at me when I'm running down the street and tell me that I was right, because I am right. HelloFresh is fantastic. I swear by it. I love these folks. HelloFresh.com/Zane60 and use the code Zane60 for 60% off plus free shipping. They didn't become America's #1 meal kit by doing anything other than being the best. Thank you, HelloFresh.
Wendy's home-style French toast sticks are so delicious, some are saying that they're better than their mom's breakfast.
Excuse me, did you just say Wendy's French toast sticks are better than my breakfast?
Mom, is that you?
Answer the question.
I said some people are saying that because they're so crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside and perfect in every way.
Uh-huh. And what do you think?
I think it's time to tell people to choose wisely. Choose Wendy's sweet and crispy home-style French toast sticks.
That's still not an answer.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Everyone loves TV Dad.
On the next TV Dad, presented by Progressive, TV Dad explains becoming a man.
Son, it's time we had the talk.
Okay, TV Dad.
You know, drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds.
Oh, is that why my voice is changing?
That's a question for your health teacher.
Listen to your TV Dad. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Potential savings will vary.
You know, I don't know why. I just feel like going around the radio again. Dear Meathead in Moments.
Debut album with Wild Heart. 20 minutes now before 9 on a pretty nice Wednesday morning here in West Michigan. Let's do a quick check of that weather forecast. Partly sunny today with a high of 44 degrees, increasing clouds.
In certain ways, this would be a way of kind of fighting back.
Okay.
And over the course of
Oh, no.
Trying to hide the pain.
So, as I look for a new church, if I go to a church where they have rock band, I'm walking out of there. I don't even know if that's rock band. I don't even know if what I heard is religious, but it sounded religious. It just gave me a vibe. Yeah, I get the ickies. Manna says that wasn't a Christian song. It sounded like it, but that brings this to mind. Ryan says organized religion isn't worth it. Eric, do your own thing. Not true. Not true at all. You have a tendency to get away from faith if you don't practice. The reason why people go to church and then others say, yeah, just do your own thing, because you won't. You won't do anything. Most people would not do that. So in order to strengthen faith, I would want to surround myself with others who are strengthening their faith and, do things like, whatever, good works, soup kitchen, pray together, things like that. That's what I do. So for me, that's what I have to do. I don't know. Maybe I'm not speaking for everybody else. They're like, you guys might be like, oh, well, yeah, but that would mean that you're sitting around in your house every day. I'm just sitting around doing some prayers because I got to strengthen my faith. For me, what's good for me is, for me and for me only. You do what you have to do. But I know I won't practice if I am not in an actual brick and mortar church. Corey says, just try to be a good person and don't be an asshole most of the time. Yeah, no one does that. No one does that at all. That's bullshit. That the person who says that to me is the person who doesn't do shit. Kenny says, what if every church was destroyed, Eric? Then I wouldn't practice faith. I wouldn't do that. I just wouldn't. I got to be surrounded by the stained glass windows and the pipe organ and the choir and whoever's preaching. Kenny says, "O ye of little faith." Well, maybe, but you, O ye who judge. You're the most judgmental person in the audience. You're the only one doing it. I've said many times during this that I just can't do it for me personally. I have to go in to an actual facility. Just because you tell me I don't doesn't mean I don't. Brandis finally says everyone has their own way. It's all good. Yeah, for me, that works. How about you worry about you and I'll worry about me? That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? You're starting to annoy me, by the way.
And it's crazy how you save me. And I'm about
I don't know, but
Hunter, I think, is for sure staying.
They might.
Oh, my God. Well, I remember me, you were drowning. I would not lend a hand. I've seen your face before, my friend. But I don't know if you know who I am. I was there and I saw what you did. I saw it with my own two eyes. See, you could wipe off that grin. I know where you've been. It's all been a pack of lies. And I've been waiting for coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Well, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Didn't they say, like, he sang this to a guy who didn't help somebody drowning or something? Like some guy murdered a child, and then he sang this to him? Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, that's true. That actually happened. Phil Collins witnessed some guy murder a child by drowning him. Well, I remember, don't worry. And then Phil Collins saw the guy at a concert in the front row. And then he made up this song on the spot. It was created right then. He told the band to just kind of vamp. And then he came up with the words, and the guy sang it to the guy who murdered a child by drowning. And then the guy killed himself. Ryan says devil voice. Check. Oh, Lord. All right. Wonder if they're going to talk out of it. All right, come on, hurry up.
97 LAV.
Kelly, she has never lost.
Kelly's a cheater.
I
got my calendar and I'm ready to teach next fall.
In fairness, unkind? No, you won't find unkind.
The call and consultation.
They're in shit out. All right. All right. Dear Meathead and Moments, brought to you by Baldwin Hardware. The open and live stream of the show brought to you by Johnson Carpet One Discount Outlet. The place to go when you need flooring of any type for the lowest price possible. Johnson Carpet One. If you are in the area of West Michigan or beyond, you can head over there and save a tremendous amount of money. They buy tons of material, tons of product in bulk, And then they set it up and then they sell it for a really, really low price because they get it so damn cheap. Johnson Carpet One Discount Outlet. Right behind Little Caesars on Chicago Drive on the north side of the street. Thank you so much to them. Mention my name and save 10% on whatever flooring. It's already cheaper than everybody else. Mention my name, save even more. Thank you, Johnson Carpet One Discount Outlet. Very important that you say my name because they're the trackers. They're the ones. They're the client that says, all right, in order to keep this going, we need a return on investment. So it's very, very important that you go there and say my name. Thank you, Tag Accounting. I tell you what, it's a damn good thing that I have Tag in my corner to do my taxes. You might be like, oh, yeah, but you owe money. Well, yeah, I would have owed money if anybody did my taxes. Thank you so much to them. They do a great job. And if you want your taxes done right, 616-301-9516. Your return, probably not going to be that complex because, you get your W-2s, you hand them to them, give them your things you donated to, your business expenses. Boom. North of $100, you get your return done. 616-301-9516. For Tag Accounting, 616-301-9516. My return was a little more complex. 8 large. $800. Oh, there's so much shit to do on my return, though. I have a stack of these 1099s that make life really difficult. But he gets it done, and I love him. 616-301-9516 for Tag Accounting from anywhere in the U.S. You can take advantage of this from anywhere in the U.S. Call, no matter where you are, support my sponsors, and call Troy Ginzer. You'll get your money back fast. You'll get more money than you've ever gotten before because he knows the law more than some stupid program that you buy. 616-301-9516. We've got a place to get your vehicles repaired. Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV, 616-532-6600. Take your car there, any make and model, with the exception of a Volkswagen. If you've got a hybrid, if you've got EVs, they're the expert on those. 616-532-6600. In Grand Rapids. I just saw a story about what is the Tesla thing called? The Cybertruck. This thing is just ridiculous. It bothers me that people are going to buy this stupid thing. Look at that. What the fuck? It looks like something that rides on the surface of the moon. And now they're giving Tesla shit because it has one windshield wiper on it and it doesn't do a very good job of cleaning the whole windshield. Yeah, who gives a shit? What a dumb looking vehicle. I think it's delayed. It was supposed to have been out by now. Kevin Kuiper says the Cybertruck is amazing. Okay, that thing's got to be super expensive, right? Cybertruck estimated cost. I'm going to guess $100,000. 50. The 2-motor all-wheel drive, about 60. Well, the 3-motor, roughly 70. It doesn't even look like a fucking truck. This thing looks so dumb to me. I cannot believe people are interested in buying the stupid thing. Yeah, I'm not buying that. I'm definitely not really buying it, but I'm not buying that this thing is going to be around. I don't think that any of these electric vehicles are going to last. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Hybrid is where it's at. And I'm not just saying that because I have one, but I mean, I have had hybrids before. I still do, in fact. It's the idea that I can still get 50 miles per gallon, and I don't have to rely only on plugging the stupid thing in. You know? That's how you do this. All right. If you have any final questions for Dear Meathead, thank you to Terry, who just bought a T-shirt. He says, I'm advertising in Tennessee. I appreciate you. Picture of old Terry wearing the Eric Zane Show Podcast T-shirt. Thank you, Terry. Adam says, I think Adam just sent me an email for Dear Meathead. There it is. All right. Adam's got one. Nathan sent one. Sam sent one. Thank you, guys. Sam's question is very funny. I hope I can get to all these. Mitch says, I have a Tesla and a hybrid, and I still prefer my Tesla. So that's an all-electric car then. I just don't know how the rest of the world, the rest of the United States, outside of a few big cities, are going to be interested in that going forward. You know? And I'm not convinced of the environmental impact of these. I think the environmental impact of these will be null because in other ways, outside of emissions, it affects the environment negatively. And the cost of replacing the batteries. Oh, my God. I mean, seriously. When it comes time to doing that, I mean, who's going to go and drop $25,000 on new batteries? All right. Dear Meathead, brought to you, of course, by Baldwin Ace Hardware.
Hello.
Hi, Dad. How are you?
All right.
Good morning.
What's wrong with your clock?
What do you mean?
You're like 10 minutes.
I
think it's my clock.
I got 8:59 exactly.
Yeah, it's my clock. Okay.
Oh no.
Hey, that's a good thing that happened because I just got up.
Oh no. Yeah. Okay.
You know, I figured, oh hell, I got about half an hour to go.
Oh, you did not. You got up
So,
an hour ago.
Anyway. How's it going, buddy?
It's going very well. It's going very, very well.
Great, Artie. Great to hear from you.
I posted a picture to my Facebook page to talk about, hey, don't forget to join me to talk to Dad tomorrow. And it's a picture of you probably from like 1972.
Are you kidding? How did you get that picture?
I think I hijacked it. I think I took a picture of the picture. And it's a picture of you like holding a Hamm's beer and you got a cigarette hanging out of your mouth.
Oh my God, that must be 20 years old.
Oh, I think it's much older. I think it's about
or more older. Yeah.
I think it's much older than that. You look like you're about 30.
Oh wow, because I haven't smoked for what? God knows how many years.
Oh yeah. You ever have any cravings?
No, nothing at all. Nothing.
Did you smoke in Iran?
Yes, I did.
Who introduced? Do you remember when someone introduced you to it?
I really don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. And I remember the cigarette that I smoked. That was a very famous cigarette that they sell here.
Oh, was it Camel?
No, Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Oh, my God. You're right.
You lived in Camel Land.
Yeah,
that's what it was, camel.
When you're in Iran, is it common to see a camel walking down the street?
Yes, it was. 3 of them, usually. Huge camels, and had this big bongers in the front of them. They go ba-bong, ba-bong.
Oh, they.
Ba-bong. Honestly, yeah.
Why do they do that? To have them make noise? Is that like a car?
I don't know.
Is that like a car horn? Yeah.
No, it's not. It's something had to do with the animal.
Were there traffic lights to stop the camels at the intersection?
No traffic lights. There's a huge bridge in front of them. And that's all there was. And that did go away. And then as soon as it crosses the bridge, then the road becomes upside, goes up higher and higher and higher.
Was there any signs that said camel crossing?
No, nothing. There was no cars going by. There's no cars there.
Yeah.
The people on foot. The women were wearing this garbs.
Oh, yeah.
They call them chador because they're not supposed to show their faces.
Correct.
And they'd be out there and just make way for a camel to go by.
Now,
it was carrying some stuff.
Right.
Way on the top of the hill because there was stores up there.
But Grandpa had an automobile, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
One of them wood-sized vehicles.
Yeah. Can you imagine driving down the street in Iran and there's a camel in front of you and you're like, hurry up, camel?
I don't remember any of that stuff there, but I do remember one thing. I used to, I don't know that particular event. My sister was a little girl.
Yeah.
And I was riding this donkey.
Yeah.
Then somebody knew something about that, pinching something, and that thing took off like bat out of hell.
Oh, the donkey took off.
The donkey took off, and then it knocked my sister off on the ground.
Oh, Jesus. Wow.
Yeah, and then what you?
He said you both fell off.
We both fell off.
Yeah.
But I was resilient, but my sister was a little kid.
Yeah, she's much younger than you.
Yeah, and then right alongside of it is a bridge. Not a bridge, that the water goes through. It is a river.
Yeah, like a aqueduct.
Oh, big river. That river was huge. And when the waters would break from the hills and it start coming down, it would bring in boulders the size of a gun. Right. I don't know what to tell you. Huge boulders.
Big flash flood. It seems like whenever you describe these memories of where you used to live, this sounds like a place that there's danger around every corner, you know?
Well, we had danger over there.
Yeah, boulders and camels and donkeys that are crazy.
Yeah, and the donkeys were just hauling food to the upper hill.
Right. Wow. All right, Dad, here we go. By the way, we are 1 week and 2 days from you turning 89. So a lot of people are excited about that.
You know something? I don't even think about it.
Right.
I just don't. And you know what? If it wasn't because of my leg problem, all of a sudden I have a developed leg problem, I'm pretty resilient.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I just thought about that.
Maybe it was the hams and the cigarettes.
Nah.
All right.
Oh, God.
Matt has a question. He says, Meathead, I'm trying to settle a debate. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
That's a good question. I've been eating them right along.
Yeah. What do you think?
What do you think, Joanne?
I don't know. I guess it would qualify as a sandwich.
She says...
And hot dogs all by itself.
Yeah.
Hot dogs by itself?
I think a hot dog and a bun, I guess, can be described as a sandwich, but no one describes it as that. They just say it's a hot dog.
Hot dog. Yeah. You're right. Never thought about that.
Yeah.
Man, your audience are just smart cookies bunch of, I mean, they think of things that I do a typical daily activity. I don't even think about any of these things.
Right.
And these are pretty smart cookies.
Hey, Dad, Matt has a question.
Hi, Matt.
His wife is planning a vacation with the little kids, and included in that is other family members, and it's all like in an area where there's amusement parks, stuff like that. But Matt doesn't want to go. Now, and the wife has said, well, Matt, I know you don't want to go, so you don't have to. But if he doesn't go, he's going to miss some of his daughter's first things, like going to an amusement. He's going to miss out on things, He's going to miss out on the adventure. What should he do? Should he go, suck it up and go, or be selfish and stay home?
I think he should go. He should really be, because first of all, it affects the wife. The wife's part of all of a sudden we can't make the wife as the gopher, and all the...
Yeah, this is part of...
I think you should hang in there.
I agree, too. This is part of the process,
Yeah, this is not a big sacrifice.
Yeah, just go there, try to relax. And
hey.
That's exactly right. I think you'll have a good time.
You can't handle everything on top of a wife because she's willing to do it,
Right.
She can say, listen, I said, she can say some, excuse me, some nasty things. I said, listen, how come everything is up to me,
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Eventually, if you do that enough, she's going to start to resent you.
Sure. That's not a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't use our wives just because they're wives. I don't get it. I'll do everything I can in my power to be helpful to her.
I gotta write this down. You can't use your wives just because they're your wives.
Yeah, I mean, that just like you just using her for every piece of crap that that comes about.
Oh yeah.
Oh, let her handle it. I can't be doing that.
You can't make her do everything, for God's sake.
No.
All right. Sarah writes, Dear Meathead, spring is coming, and I have a lot of molehills in my yard. What's your advice?
Who's this now?
This is Sarah.
Sarah?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, she's got a lot of, you have moles, and the moles make those hills. Yeah. She wants to know how to get rid of the moles, Dad.
Well, there's chemicals you can put in there, granule.
No, there's a mole trap.
Or the mole.
Fresh mound there.
But there's so many moles, you can't trap them all.
Well, you can if it's a fresh.
Yeah, if you get a trap, you can put it in the ground. It's gonna let them have it, and they're gonna die there.
We caught 3 of them.
So it just kills them?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah, my wife's got some experience on that. I don't remember that.
All right. Yeah, so I guess it depends on how many you have, or you can pay a little bit and somebody will come and get rid of them for you.
Yeah, but it depends on how many moles are in there.
Yeah, one mole, no big deal. But if there's like
make a lot of moles.
But they can make a lot of moles.
Oh yeah. The next thing you know,
sure.
Yeah, your front yard looks like the property at Grayling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Our yard is spectacular.
Oh, I know. You have with your own fingers have picked up individual leaves for years.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Yeah, Dad. I bet you it's a real happy moment for you when you notice that the leaves are starting to grow on the trees.
Oh boy, yeah. And we had a couple of big trees. One of them lost a big chunk of it.
Yeah.
And yesterday I was out there. All of a sudden I see my neighbor clipping branches. I didn't even realize one of his huge right along adjacent to mine. That busted. I don't know how it got there.
So it fell off the tree. Did you like cry or say a prayer because?
No. That tree. That was just a marker for us.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's right next to the power line.
Oh, yeah.
I'd really like to see him cut that whole section off.
Oh, I know that really gets you going when you see a tree near a power line. I know that happened at Grayling, and you tried to climb that ladder and ended up falling off of the damn ladder over that.
And then what happened? Broke my back.
Oh, yeah, that was horrible. You know?
Yeah.
Yep. Good thing you survived that. That was really scary at the time.
That's a miracle, I'll tell you.
Yep.
God really made me with a miracle, something in the back of it.
Oh, thank God Joanne was there.
Oh, my God. So many things I've done stupid.
Hey, I'm right there with you, Dad. I'm right there with you.
I know. You ought to be careful.
I know. That's why every time I tell you, hey, I'm doing this. Oh, no, you got to be careful, guy. So,
I know.
Yep.
Right up where you go toward the bathroom area.
Yeah.
It becomes hilly.
Right.
That's the area that scares me.
Yeah, I remember that back there in the woods, you found an old school artillery shell.
Yes.
And it was still alive.
Yes, I did.
And then didn't you set it up?
We had him come out
and then
get it.
I thought you shot it.
No.
I thought the story was you had shot the damn thing and it exploded.
No.
Okay.
I must have done something else stupid like that, but that wasn't that.
Oh, okay. It wasn't the time. They actually knew that the live shell was out there, and the
they were looking for it.
They came out to get it. My God.
Yeah, and then I had to give him 3 bottles of beer. We sat there and chit chat and all that.
Wow. All right.
You guys were all right.
Dad, Rob writes, last night I had trouble sleeping. I tried to count some sheep, but it didn't work. What are some things you do or have done throughout the years to help you fall asleep?
You know, that has happened to be a late problem of mine. I'm not awake, but I am alert.
Wait a minute.
I really haven't figured that out.
So would you describe this as
him what to do?
So this is you describe it as awake sleeping?
My eyes are not open, but I am awake. I know what goes on.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, but you eventually fall asleep.
I don't know. I can't tell, but
I'm guessing.
I remember a lot of things.
So is the suggestion that perhaps in 20 years you have not slept at all?
Yeah. You know, it really is a big thing. I'm quite alert.
Yeah.
I think maybe you're just falling asleep and not realizing that you're falling asleep.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I know. But it's not the kind of sleep that I used to get.
Okay. All right. Jason writes, Dear Meathead, I just got a motorcycle.
Oh, boy.
And then he says that he's doing things like breaking the law, like driving through lights, popping wheelies. And he even went and spent a bunch of money on motorcycle clothes, like chaps and silly vests, and to look like a tough guy. My friend makes fun of me because I buy silly clothes for my motorcycle and I break the law. Is my friend right?
Yes. That's not a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, who goes and buys a motorcycle and starts breaking the law?
It isn't so much of the breaking the law and all that, but a motorcycle to me. I used to ride bikes. Not in this country, but in the old country.
No, you rode them here, too.
Nothing but hills.
You used to ride the dirt bikes with us.
Yeah, but I had a motorcycle.
Yeah. When you were in the old country, yes, for sure.
Yeah, but we had nothing but hills.
So you're saying it's super dangerous. You shouldn't be on a motorcycle to begin with.
No.
What do you think when you see the guy riding a motorcycle with no helmet on?
I think he's taking a chance in the fact that he may not live to see tomorrow.
I think it's stupid. I think people who ride a motorcycle and don't wear a helmet are actually stupid people.
Actually, riding a bike to me is totally a dangerous thing with the way that we ride it. Now, I have no problem riding in the hills. There's nothing but dirt. But then here, you can't be on a road with a bike, but they are.
Yeah, it's pretty dangerous. I think anything that has wheels and you're out exposed.
And then do you see the speeds that they use?
Yes, they sometimes they think that they're invincible. They can just ride real fast.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
I just hope that they live long enough to see tomorrow when they're riding a bike.
I mean, I think you can quiz anybody who's been in a motorcycle wreck and they didn't wear a helmet, but they survived. They always say, boy, I wish I had worn a helmet.
Yeah,
you know?
Well, my God, spend some of the money that we spend on booze and all that and buy yourself a helmet.
Wait, what was that?
I said, I wish they spend the money that they spend on booze or the helmet.
Oh, okay. So don't spend it on that could be like your big slogan. Don't buy booze, buy a helmet.
Yes. Absolutely. At least make an effort to buy it after you bought it. Then go ahead and drink all you want because you might die sooner than you plan on.
All right.
No, I have no respect for a person that wants to destroy himself with his shenanigans.
Oh, really?
Well, I probably did it, but I learned, and I'm passing it on to them.
Yeah, sure.
I wrote this down. I have no respect for a person who wants to destroy themselves with these shenanigans.
Right. Bike shenanigans.
All right. Very good. Sam writes, Dear Meathead, though I'm married with a wife, I keep having dreams that I'm married to a man.
Oh
boy.
What advice?
I pity you, fellow.
He says,
I can't believe that.
He says, what advice?
God created a man and a woman.
Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, Sam is having dreams of men, even though he is married to a woman. What's going on with Sam there? What do you have to say about someone who does that, who has dreams about dudes?
I have no clue to what his thinking is, as far as that goes. But a man is made to become a man, and a woman is what the woman is that you see on a daily basis.
Wait, a man is made to become a man, and a woman is what you see.
A woman is made to be a woman.
And a woman is what you see on a daily basis.
Yeah. Isn't that a good analogy?
No, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Okay, so...
I don't know what cracks up Joanne. She's really excited with that.
So Sam, he should probably get some mental help, right? If he's...
That I should get some. That'd be all right.
Well, yeah, Sam kisses his wife goodnight, and then he starts dreaming about men.
No, that's he's got overabundance of love for his wife.
Wait, yeah, he loves his wife, and then he goes to sleep, and he says he starts dreaming about men. That's weird, isn't it?
Well, no, that's... I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on either. All right.
I couldn't help him, I'll tell you.
All right. Nathan writes, Dear Meathead, I am surrounded by people that constantly complain about everything, and it's starting to bring me down. What should I do? Should I beat it out of someone or should I just move?
No, just don't associate with them. Reduce your amount of association with them. Because a downer is a downer. And eventually, it depends on how strong you are. It cannot affect me, but eventually it could affect some people.
Reduce
as a downer, you know.
Reduce your amount of association with them.
Yes.
And you said a downer is a downer.
Yeah, it can eventually affect you.
Yep, I got you. I got it. Finally, Adam, your friend Adam writes, Dear Mr. Z, first off, I hope you have a blessed birthday coming up with your family and loved ones.
Well, thanks so much, Adam.
He says, first question, since your birthday's on St. Patrick's Day, do you ever go to McDonald's and get a Shamrock Shake on your birthday?
No. I don't put too much stock in...
Oh, you got to try one of those. They are great.
I don't. No, I really don't. I get up, sit here and watch a little television and all that, go about my business. I walk around the yard if the weather permits.
Yep. We got to take you one day to McDonald's.
Well, none of that. And I'm glad that the walk is right. This is a lot of walking.
Yeah.
Acre.
Uh-huh. All right. And then there's...
The ground is uneven and all that. And then just get home and relax, you know.
Since you were born on St. Patrick's Day, Adam writes, did you go out and party on your birthday, and did you ever wear a Kiss Me, I'm Irish t-shirt?
No, I never. Didn't even know there was such a thing.
Right, you probably didn't even know what St. Patrick's Day was until you came.
I had no clue.
So you came to the U.S.
Absolutely.
You probably
even then I didn't know it.
No. All right.
Years went by.
But in your younger days, you used to go out and party on your birthday.
No, my party was done at home.
All right. Very good. Yeah, I remember those days. As always, everybody loves you guys. I appreciate your time. And I will, that's it. I'm going to talk to you in 1 week. And then in a week and 2 days, I'm going to come see you. Or 3 days, I'm going to come see you.
All right. Now, you're going to bring your own grill, are you sure?
I'm going over. I'm going to meet you over at Mike's.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Okay.
Okay. As always, you guys.
Hey, are you driving the truck?
No. We'll just be driving a car.
Okay. I love that truck.
Oh, you meant the pickup truck that I bought off of you?
No.
Okay, or the motorhome.
You got a big truck of your own, don't you?
The motorhome.
Oh, motorhome. That's
Yeah. No. We're just gonna drive a car.
Okay. All right, guy.
Okay, guy.
I appreciate your call and effort. That's certainly a joyful item that get up every morning that I do.
That's a joyful item, you say?
Yeah, it's just part of life now. I wait for you to call.
I love that. All right. Well, you are a joyful item, too.
Okay, honey. Thank you so much.
Okay, guys. I love you.
Say hello to your sweetheart.
Yep.
And hug her for Joanne and I.
Of course.
And we'll talk to you when we see you.
Okay. See you guys. Love you.
Love you too, honey.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
There you go. Dear Meathead. Oh, my God. Jeez. Tyler says, can you imagine how Meathead's world would be rocked if he found out that Eric was having those dreams? Oh, my God. You're not kidding. Sam actually wrote something along the lines of, Derek Vane has these dreams, but I figured it would confuse him. So I have to kind of reword these things. Everybody knows what you're trying to do. It's difficult sometimes. I don't want to see because, his brain started to go funky on us when I was asking him about the Shamrock Shake, and he's talking about taking a walk in the backyard. But he did well. And then he doesn't understand why Joanne's laughing because what he says when he says things like, a man is becoming a man. Reduce your amount of association with these people. A downer is a downer. I have no respect for a person who wants to destroy. Then I stopped writing. You can't use wives just because she's your wife. All right. Otherwise, it was fantastic. Well, the whole thing was fantastic. I don't know why I said otherwise. Okay, I've been just freaking hammering the water. So I got to take a pee again, or else I'm not going to make it. Before I do that, though, get yourself an Eric Zane Show Podcast t-shirt. Thank you to Terry for just purchasing the t-shirt. I appreciate that very much. The Who Needs Radio t-shirt. I wonder if they're having any sales on the website. You go to ericzaneshow.com and you click merch. Oh, my God, another sale. They have sales so much. My God, these shirts are dirt cheap. The shirt he got, the Who Needs Radio, is on sale for $16. All my shirts on sale for $16 for another 1 day, 17 hours, and 31 minutes. Pick up a shirt for just $16. That is dirt cheap. Now, I think they charge you a ridiculous amount of money for shipping. It's like $5 to $10. I don't make a penny off that. Like legit, I get $2 a shirt, maybe. T-shirts, tanks. God, who the hell would wear a tank top? You look like shit. Hoodies, I love the hoodies, especially the one with my dad on it. I'm partial to making a podcaster and the one with all the pets. Crew neck t-shirts. All right, if that's your thing. Long sleeve tees, baseball tees. You know, the jersey style with the colored arms. Mugs, wall art, masks, a onesie for the kids. Phone cases. Stickers and magnets. It's all at ericzaneshow.com. Shop now, up to 35% off, site-wide, $16 tees, and more. On ericzaneshow.com, click merch. My own merch store. I don't talk about these things enough. So I figured I should. Ryan says, Eric, will you buy me a hoodie? Thanks. No. Is it $20 shipping? It can't possibly be $20 shipping, right? How much is it really? There's no way in hell it's $20 shipping. I think it's about 10. You see, Stevie, that's the problem. You write plus $20 shipping, but no one knows you're kidding. I mean, they do now because you're kidding. But I'm here trying to sell the T-shirts. And you're saying plus $20 shipping. There could have been someone right there who's like, well, I was going to buy it, but Stevie said it's $20 shipping. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? You know, I'm trying to make a living here. Then you said no one believes me. How do you know? You don't know that. Is it me? Is it me? I don't know. Thank you, Ryan. He bought an Eric Zane Show tumbler many years ago. It's on my desk right now. All right. Bosco's Pub, Hudsonville, Michigan, boscospub.com. I'll be working next week over there. Love those folks. Go get a delicious award-winning burger at Bosco's Pub. I got a mortgage guy. The Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage, 231-332-6505. Get a mortgage from anywhere in the U.S., 231-332-6505, NMLS number 3035, the best in the business. They've got offices in every state with the exception of South Carolina, Maine, Alaska, and Hawaii. Call Mario and get started on getting your refi, your pre-approved mortgage, or whatever. Maybe it's your first mortgage. Maybe it's your 10th mortgage. They can help you at Van Dyke Mortgage, 231-332-6505. TC Paintball. Rick from TC Paintball joins us on Fridays for Trigger Time. Book an event at TC Paintball for you and your pals, bachelor party, workplace, team building, neighborhood kids, you name it. TCPaintballGR.com. Excuse me. All right, don't go anywhere. I got to go pee. I'll be back. All right. Damn it. Holy shit. Did you hear that story about that Mexican shootout deal? These 4 people decide to drive, 4 Americans drive from South Carolina. They're going to go into Mexico because one of the people wants to get plastic surgery. Oh, God, it sounds like a bad joke. North Carolina, South Carolina, I can't remember. Doesn't matter. These 4 folks, and they cross the border in Brownsville, Texas, into Matamoros, Tamaulipas, Mexico. Shortly after crossing into Mexico, gunmen fired upon them. And then there's video of the Mexican, whoever these are, taking the people and kidnapping them. Turns out that what they're saying, it was mistaken identity. 2 of the 4 people are dead. Zelandria Brown, a sister to one of the Americans traveling to Mexico, said her brother and 2 friends went with another friend to support them while they were preparing for a tummy tuck surgery in Mexico. Boy, that sounds like a horrible decision. I would not go to Mexico if you paid me. I mean, the idea of going to Mexico for a tummy tuck, you had to be thinking, This could be terrible. You're getting operated on by some fucking sawbones doc. You're getting a budget tummy tuck. And the group was probably like, I don't know if this is a good idea. Something could go wrong with the actual procedure. But I don't think that any one of the 4 thought that they would be mistaken for Haitian smugglers. I don't know if there's not a lot of black people in this community, but in this community of Matamoros, Tamaulipas, Mexico. But shortly after they got into Mexico, unidentified gunmen fired upon the passengers in the vehicle, according to the FBI. Video posted by investigative journalist Gilda Garza is believed to show evidence of the kidnappings. It shows what looked like one person lying motionless in the middle of the street. Cars honked as 3 armed men, including 2 with bulletproof vests, dragged the body along with 3 others into a pickup truck. A Mexican citizen was killed during the gunpoint kidnapping. So this is a regular thing in Mexico. Cartel-related murder. Now they're saying this is just a mistaken identity case. That these cartel leaders made a mistake, thought that it was like some Haitian smugglers trying to pinch in on their territory or some crazy shit like that. You know, if you ever think that we have it bad here in America, it's never going to be this fucked up. Like, even if you were to drive into the worst area of Chicago, drive down the street, you're not going to have, like, a bunch of people notice you in the car and just start shooting you for no apparent reason. I guess it could happen. You know what? Maybe it has happened in Chicago. But this is a regular thing in Mexico. Why the fuck would anyone ever want to go to this shithole? The cartel rule these areas. And why isn't the United States just fucking bombing these places? You would think with Americans being slaughtered like this, that we would retaliate. You know? I mean, my God, when it came time to getting Osama bin Laden in Pakistan, we just invaded. We sent a strike team, took them out, and that was it. There was nothing the Pakistanis could do. They don't have a choice. We didn't inform them. We didn't ask for permission. We went in and just shot that fucker. This is what we need to do with these cartels. Do some intel, find out who is what, where, and then at the same time, take these fuckers out. That's how you deal with the disrupting the supply chain. If you really want to do something to keep people safer, go in and fuck them up, man. We've seen and known about other kidnappings along the border, according to Andrea Rudnick, co-founder of the nonprofit Team Brownsville. Says her organization commutes to Matamoros to help asylum seekers. So the two were rescued, though. Two of them have been rescued. This is the details are very few on this thing. Two of the four are now back, like are in the hospital in the U.S. But what a fucked up thing. Do not go to Mexico. I don't care if you're going to the nicest resort there is. It says whites only. If you go to a whites only resort, no Mexicans allowed, that is still not safe. I would not step foot in that fucking shithole. Fuck that. My God. And to get plastic surgery, are you kidding me? Donut Dan says, kind of like not helping a town after a train derailment. Ukraine is more important. Oh, get serious. Dan's suggesting that no one is helping the town of East Palestine, Ohio. That's absurd. The train derailed. Norfolk, whatever, they fucked up. They had sensors telling them the wheel was on fire. Thank you, Dan, for telling me the intermission page is still up. Train derails. That happens. Chemicals burn. Everybody gets sick. The soil is toxic. That's the cost of transport. This happens. This company should relocate, but are they doing the right thing? No. They should relocate everybody until this is done. It seems impossible, though. The amount of, it's like, what the fuck? What do you want us to do? Dan says, no, you missed the point. Carpet bomb Norfolk Southern. You want us to carpet bomb Norfolk Southern? What the hell is wrong with you, Dan? Sir Bob of Oliver says, send in the A-10s. Adam suggests the cartels are lining the right person's pockets. Maybe. Maureen says the 3 that went there were going to buy cheap medicine. The woman wanting the tummy tuck was the only one not injured. Tyler says, I think sarcastically, Mexico is known for their outstanding health care. Ryan writes, going to Mexico for a tummy tuck. Get your organs stolen. I see there's 8 million people telling me that the intermission sign was still up. I am now seeing that. Thank you. You tried. I wasn't paying attention to the comments. All right. Where is the Jew hater? In my neck of the woods, there's a guy driving around throwing anti-Semitic flyers. We talked about that the other day. And I'm now learning that what they do is if you're like a Jew hater and you want to get your anti-Jew message to the nice people where I live, you bring in someone from out of town. This is a technique. And I don't know why it fucking matters. Audio check, video check, microphone check. Here we go.
First at 6, we are learning that police have determined who distributed anti-Semitic flyers over the weekend in Kent County.
Tiger Date investigator Susan Samples has been on this story since the weekend, and
she's like, it's a man known as Boring Dean.
Joins us in the newsroom now with new developments from her sources. Susan?
This group, formerly known as Zaniacs, who only like white people, is behind everything.
Law enforcement sources tell Target 8 they have figured it out. It was a 43-year-old man from Mount Morris near Flint in Genesee County. The case is now headed to the prosecutor's office, but it's unclear.
Maureen probably rescued a dog from this guy's backyard.
Now, whether any charges will be issued in this case. The flyers were found in at least 2 neighborhoods, one near Caledonia and another.
Boy, man, can you imagine seeing that on your driveway? It just looks like it's loaded with hate.
In Wyoming, the documents spread conspiracies blaming Jewish people for 9/11 and the war in Ukraine. Kent County Sheriff's deputies tracked down the driver distributing those flyers using surveillance video, a Ring doorbell camera. It is possible the man could face littering charges, though that's not a for sure thing. Other jurisdictions across the country have tried to do that and have filed such charges against the group responsible for this. An ethnic intimidation charge would require a direct, credible threat to a person or property, and while the flyers were...
See, that's bullshit. You should be able to go with the ethnic intimidation. That is, to me, in my opinion, direct. That is a direct threat.
Extremely offensive. They did not make specific threats. Prosecutor Chris Becker told me he does not have a timeline for when he will make a decision on this case. We'll let you know when he does.
So, yeah, you can go ahead and you can you can spread this hate and vitriol and not ethnic intimidation. That's free speech. You see, I don't think that's I think that we should have kind of like a board, a constitution board in each community that decides whether or not something is free speech. Like, this shouldn't be allowed under the guise of free speech. I mean, that's just hate. My God. And the idea that nowadays people think that they can still get away with papering someone's property and not get caught. Because there's cameras everywhere. Seriously, it's nearly impossible to get away with anything. Big Brother is watching. And Big Brother should watch. Because the world is full of assholes. I want Big Brother watching. It deters crime. I can't tell you how many times I've wanted to firebomb former Zaniacs' homes. But the only thing that kept me from doing it was knowing that I would get caught. Holy shit. Absolutely remarkable. Unacceptable. All right. In the great state of Michigan, you need to know that you no longer really need to know how to read and write. Now, I'm kind of painting with a broad stroke. In the state of Michigan, did you know that it is not part of the curriculum to know how to write in cursive? State Board of Education has taken that away. You don't have to know how to write in cursive. Now, some schools still teach it because they think it's important. But you can very realistically approach any person who is young, third grade and up, and write in cursive and ask them to read it. And it will look like foreign script to them because they've not been taught that. I don't know why, but that seems fucked up to me. I mean, I understand, like, well, everything is typed nowadays. I don't know. The simple art, the process, in my opinion, which is non-expert, obviously, of, okay, I'm seeing the words, and I'm now physically with my hand going to actually write it out. To me, that promotes a different level of thinking than just typing. It's more, it's so much more of a process and takes more time. For some reason, I'm convinced that if you don't know how to read that or don't know how to write in cursive, you are in fact dumber. Now, State Representative Brenda Carter is leading the charge. She held up a letter from her late son, Brian, who wrote when he was 9 years old that he wanted to be a police officer. Brian grew up to be an Army veteran. The Pontiac Democratic representative told the Michigan House Education Committee on Tuesday when her son died. Carter said she gave that note to his daughter. This letter was written 25 years ago, but my granddaughter was able to read it. But my granddaughter was able to read it because she could read in cursive. Carter is leading the charge on House Bill 4064, which encourages Michigan schools to put cursive writing into curriculum. So the legislation has 22 co-sponsors, all Democrats. This bill allows the Department of Education to develop or adopt plans to teach cursive as a type of penmanship into schools and make those plans available to schools, she said. Now, I can only guess that at some point it was in the school's control, or like they had to, and then it left somehow. And I don't know how that happened. Michigan, a local control education state, I guess that's why, has no statewide curriculum to teach students cursive writing. Man, I hated that shit. I have always written like shit. The way I write is just fucked up, and I'm still convinced I'm supposed to be left-handed. Because I do everything left-handed. Throw, pud pounding, that's about it, really. I eat with my right, which is weird, and I write with my right. And when I bat right-handed, but I throw left-handed. I think I'm broken. And I remember teachers telling me when I would start to write with my left, you're doing it wrong. Put the pen in your right hand. Some dick fuck teacher was telling me that. So I think I actually am supposed to be left-handed. Anyway. Under Carter's bill, the department is strongly encouraged to create a model program of instruction for cursive before the 2024-2025 school year. MDE, Michigan Department of Education, supports the bill, believing there's value in cursive writing. 21 states currently require schools to teach cursive. She noted this lawmaker noted a 2020 study in Norway that found students are better able to store information in their memories when they wrote in cursive as opposed to typing or drawing words. Cursive writing has been considered an essential precursor for further academic success. And the skill, it's like when the teacher says, take notes. Take notes on that shit. You're trying to keep up. You're writing it down. It's all fucked up. The skill is typically acquired during childhood in societies with a strong literacy tradition. Monday was the first hearing for Carter's bill, and the committee did not vote on it. The only question came from Chair Matt Kolazar, Democrat from Plymouth, Michigan, who made sure the bill is not a mandate. She's like, no, it's not a mandate. They don't want mandates. They don't want anybody telling schools what to do. I'm like, bullshit. Tell them what to do. Teach cursive. Meanwhile, this is fucking horrible. The Democrats have fucked up because they're trying to repeal a law. The law currently passed in 2016 when Republicans were in control. Republicans said there was a law that was on the books and is now going to be repealed because fucking Donald Trump endorsed all the fucking idiots who lost the state of Michigan. Republicans wanted students to be able to read by third grade. Democrats say no. The Michigan House voted to repeal a law on Tuesday that requires children who are not able to read to be held back. So the state passed that law and said, hey, if you can't read by the third grade, you got to repeat the grade. If you can't read, you got to be able to read. The law was implemented in 2020. If certain students were struggling to read in early elementary, they were required to enroll in a specialized learning program. What the fuck is wrong with that? However, some teachers and parents are saying it's not effective. Bullshit. You're not doing it right if it's not effective. If the kid, fucking dumbass, can't read by third grade, figure out why. It might be someone's not reading to the kid. It may be the kid. They're not recognizing that the kid's not getting it. You know, fucking take your time, teachers, parents, assholes. Get this shit done. They also say it holds back socioeconomically disadvantaged students at a higher rate. So what they're saying is minorities get held back at a higher rate. Good. Teach these people. Liberal-leaning state now. This is a 100% blue state. And that's Donald Trump's fault. The bill cleared the Senate last month. It is now heading to Governor Gretchen Whitmer's desk for her signature. The bill can be found here. There you go. I'll link this shit up. You can read it for yourself. This is all bullshit. Kid can't read. Hold him back. No. We want those kids to continue not being able to read. Ryan says this is absurd. Why would these dummies want to reward kids that can't read to pass into the next grade? I know. So fucking dumb. Jesus. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm winding the show down. But before I do, I want to remind you that the Kent County Health Department has everything you need when it comes to getting started with the WIC program. Now, this might not be you, but it might be your neighbor. It might be someone who's fallen through the cracks and isn't quite aware of what they have out there to help them keep food on the table. Kent County Health Department wants these people to know. So take this information I'm giving you and pass it along. AccessKent.com/health. Good portion of my audience lives in Kent County, Michigan. AccessKent.com/health. Or call them 616-632-7200. 616-632-7200. Point these people on the right track to keeping the family fed, okay, with the Kent County Health Department and the WIC program. Thank you, Sarah, Honda Granville. Oh, my God. Love them so much. Test drive a brand new Honda today from Sarah, Serra, Sarah, HondaGranville.com. Once you test it, figure out what you want, and buy the car. Financing, of course, through Honda Finance is available. I actually went through Consumers Credit Union. They work with Sarah, Honda Granville. I got a damn low rate because of them. Anyway, Sarah does all that shit. They have the largest selection of certified pre-owned cars in Michigan. Check them out. You can drive off on a brand new car, today. I'm sorry, a brand new certified pre-owned today from Sarah, Honda Granville. I do cameos. Hire me on Cameo, cameo.com/Eric Zane. Joe Martinez and A&E Heating and Cooling, thank you so much for being part of this show. 616-516-8579, the authority on heating and cooling in West Michigan. Reach out to the team at A&E Heating and Cooling. It wasn't always a team. For a while, it was just Joe. But something's happened that's magical. Since he started advertising in this podcast, he's expanded his business, and I'm very, very proud of him. 616-516-8579. He's probably cringing when I say, why do people go to Mexico? I know. Joe goes to the nice parts. He knows where to go. He's got Mexican loved ones living there. Mexican loved ones and family living there. 616-516-8579. But we should still bomb the cartels. Can't deny that. One of my newest sponsors, Jennison Pool and Spa Depot. Okay, if you've always wanted a pool in your backyard, this is who you call. They're installing pools this spring and summer and fall. 616-457-0500. 616-457-0500. Call that number. Nice lady by the name of Bree, like the cheese, is going to answer the phone. Maybe a dude named Tim. Say, yeah, Eric Zane said I need to get an in-store consultation about getting a pool in my backyard. They'll set that up. You're going to talk to Jeremy out the door. Jeremy's going to explain to you how it goes, and off you go. You, this summer, will have people on your deck enjoying your in-ground fiberglass or vinyl liner pool. They also have the largest selection of hot tubs in the entire state of Michigan in one showroom. Full service at Jennison Pool and Spa Depot. They're on Chicago Drive in Jennison, obviously, on the on the south side of the street with the blue awning between 8th and 12th. Thank you, Jennison Pool and Spa Depot. On today's Patreon bonus podcast, the state of Michigan wants you to become addicted to gambling, and they also want you to not be addicted to gambling. They love your money, but they want to tell you to stop doing it. What? Yes. There's a fitness influencer. I hate these people who's scamming people. So stupid. Yeah, sign up for my plan. I'll teach you how to get in shape. And then not do anything. She's facing the music. And the holiday of Holly. Holi. I think I'm saying that right. It might be holy. If you open up your cell phone, if you have an iPhone, I don't know if it's just like this on an Android phone, but if you open up the calendar, it says today, they put it in. I didn't put it in. Today is Holly. All day today. It says part of U.S. holidays. Holly. I've never seen this in my life. What the fuck is it? I'll explain that to you on the Patreon, where we do more podcasting. Chris says, screw Patreon. Oh, no, don't do that. Chris had some bad luck with Patreon. And thank you for reminding me. Because I think since they're not getting back in touch with you, I got to, I'm just going to have you sign up again and then refund your money. That's what I'm going to have you do, Chris. Sign up again. I'll refund it, and then you get access during all that time. Or, even better, sign up. You sign up, and then I'll Venmo you the cost of what you signed up for. So whatever you sign up for, let's say you sign up for a whole year, I will then Venmo you that cost. That's what we'll do. Because they're obviously not fucking doing anything. Poor Chris lost his access somehow. But when I see that you signed up again, because I know that they're like, oh, yeah, sign up if you want access. Well, you already did that. Do it. And then and the same thing for Ben King. There's two of you that just got screwed right in the butt on that deal. Adam says it happened to me, too. Everybody's getting a refund. Great. Jesus. All right. Thank you, folks. I appreciate you so much. Oh, no, wait a minute. I forgot my asshole of the day. Now, if you remember on the show yesterday, I lost my damn fucking dry erase marker. And I don't know if I know where it is now. No, I still can't find it. That's all right. I'll adapt this and modify. Asshole of the day today. We talked about the high-strung ref who wanted to kick everybody's ass. I am not going to make her the asshole of the day. I think it's between Mexican drug lords and the state of Michigan. For saying kids don't need to know how to read. Your asshole of the day, brought to you by TC Paintball, is the state of Michigan. Congrats. Show love letter. Just popped into my brain. You can follow me on Twitter at Eric Zane Show. Monday, I posted my show on Twitter. Vanessa wrote, "It was so boring. I stopped watching after 15 minutes. He used to be funny." Oh, fucking shit. I wanted to write, "Suck my dick." But then I wrote, "Thanks for checking it out. I was shooting for boring." You know what that is? That's trying to win them. That's right. You get more flies with sugar than you do vinegar. That's the saying, you know? I wanted to fucking kill her. Jesus. All right, folks. Have a good one. Thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye.
Need more denim in your life? JCPenney is the go-to destination. Skinny to loose, boot cut to crops, distressed and clean cut. We help families rise, roll, fade, and flare to fit all the right places. Brands like Levi's, Arizona Jean Company, Mutual Weave, and more. Styles you can wear everywhere, in sizes for everyone. Check out the denim you crave in-store, and we're never short on options at jcp.com. Style is in our jeans. Get your denim at JCPenney.